Archangel Metatron, fear. Greetings and love. I, Archangel Metatron, extend to your being now. I am here to support you as we journey into exploring fear. I invite you to inhale deeply in this moment and then to hold your breath for as long as is possible, and then of course to exhale and breathe normally. When you hold your breath, this is what occurs when you are experiencing fear. It is as if you're holding your breath so your body cannot function in the way that it is able to. Even your mind and emotions cannot function. They are not experiencing the flow of energy and life force throughout your being. It is also harder to experience the divine vibrations flowing through your being. When you are experiencing or engaging with fear, it is as if you have pressed the pause button and you are suspended in that space and everything has stopped. Now of course your body continues to work and you continue to live. Your mind and emotions continue to work also, however, it is as if they are working with less energy, less nourishment, less support. Imagine if you're holding fear in different parts of your body and your being. Those parts of your body and your being are struggling. It's as if they are running on a low battery. They're striving to survive. It is not my purpose to shock you or to cause a low mood or thought process. I simply wish to encourage you to recognize the power that fear has over your body and being. We have the opposite energy to fear, which is love. Love helps you thrive, experience success, feel nurtured, access the life force energy, and be surrounded with divine vibrations. It encourages you to live fully upon the earth. Most beings upon the earth experience both fear and love, sometimes almost at the same time. It is possible to hold within your being fear and love, and to switch from one to the other. It may feel natural. You may not even recognize the fear. You may not even recognize the love, because you are so used to these energies. It is interesting when you experience fear. You can allow love to be the healing remedy, but in order for love to enter into your being fully and be fully accepted, there is a need first to accept the fear. When you experience love, the love of the Creator flowing through your being, it is natural that fear might arise, because the love is encouraging you to move beyond boundaries and limitations, thus the fears automatically come up to be cleansed and recognized. If you ignore the fears or push them to the side, then you allow yourself to exist within love. However, there is fear still present, maybe underneath, maybe hidden, and thus you are not able to fully engage with the love vibration. There is a need to sit within and accept the fear, in order to experience greater love vibrations. Fear can be overwhelming. It can cause numerous symptoms. Love can also be overwhelming. It can feel too much. It can push you beyond boundaries and limitations. In many ways, love always activates the fear that needs to be released in order for greater love to be experienced. By sharing this with you, I, Archangel Metatron, wish to encourage you to realize that fear and love almost go hand in hand. They are helping each other, they are friends. Fear allows the opportunity for love to be present, if you so choose. Love allows the opportunity for fears to rise, to be popped, as if they are bubbles for greater love to be experienced. The only negative part of this relationship, you might say, is if you are experiencing fear, but are unable to call in the love vibrations. If you are able to call in the love vibrations, and willing to face the fear, to recognize it clearly, to see how it's impacting your being, how it's impacting your mind, to receive even a message from the fear to gain understanding, then you will always actually be in a space of love. You are only actually in a space of fear when you are not willing or not able to call in the love vibration, or not willing or able to face the fear and to understand it. If you are willing to do so, then you are always experiencing love. You are always existing as and in the love vibration, even if you are experiencing fear. This means that there are opportunities for growth in every moment, for spiritual development, insights, and enlightenment. You may wish to recognize that you are always a being of love, resolving fears, releasing/dispersing fears. This puts you in a place of power that, even when you are experiencing a fear, however small or large, you are in a space of power, knowing that you can resolve it and continue to exist in love. The greatest understanding is actually to not fear your fears. If you are willing to love your fears, to face them, to be with them, to understand them, and let them disperse, you are loving your fears. You are in a space of power and growth. Fears will always come to the surface, even when you embody the greatest volume of love that you have ever embodied. You may still experience fear, but fear will become a part of your relationship with love, almost like a friend that you know will return. But the more that you are willing to be present with your fears, the less that friend will return. It is time to explore any fears that come into your awareness, to give them your time and your space, in the same way that if someone who is hurt or upset came to you, you would give them your time and you would listen to them, holding the goal of support and transformation. There isn't really a set way of dealing with your fears. The greatest insight Archangel Metatron, can share with you is to follow your intuition. When you're experiencing a fear, when you're acknowledging and recognizing it, sit with it and listen to it. What does your intuition guide you to achieve in order to dissolve this fear fully? You are a powerful being, and you know exactly how to resolve fear. I, Archangel Metatron, I am present to assist you. I thank you. I am Archangel Metatron. My Quinsey retires, my farewell message. With the general turmoil in the world and threat of world war, the tone of the messages has changed, and I have thought for some time that it was the appropriate time to cease sending them out. The end times are so near that I believe events are now somewhat predictable and ascension can be taken for granted, as it will be a cosmic event over which we have no control. My messages have already given the most likely time for it, as 2029/2030, also suggested by SIC. Future events are to some extent predictable, although the outcome of a world war could be disastrous if nuclear weapons are used as threatened by Russia, with China not far behind them. However, I confirm that our ED friends are closely monitoring the situation, and will not allow them to be used, also having the power to neutralize them, and if necessary include all forms of weaponry. So the position is somewhat delicate, and lives will continue to be lost unless the means can be found to bring about a peaceful conclusion. I have been connected with spiritual groups, running my own, writing articles, and giving talks for some 50 years, and will be reaching the grand old age of 90 years the 27th of November. Perhaps it is with retirement in mind, events have turned out very conveniently in my personal interests. I have made many good friends on my travels, and have nothing but praise for my team of Keys, Rob, and Louisa, for their superb support and friendship. Their loyalty to the cause has been wonderful, and I have never been let down. Well done all of you, and many blessings and thanks. I also include galactic channelings, who spread my channelings far and wide. I feel sure our combined efforts have helped so many people find a path to the truth. Old acquaintances will not be forgotten, and I know we will eventually meet again when we all return to the higher realms. What a great time it will be meeting family and old friends that I look forward to in due course, and what stories we will have to tell. I hope to be around for a while yet, so feel free to contact me if you wish. I wish you all every success in your spiritual journey. May God be with you. My Quinsey. Archangel Michael, Thought Creations. I have shared previously about Joseph, a 9-year-old child of light, who has come to Earth to help raise the vibration of the planet. During our time together, I too become the student, for this is the joy of working with these children. In a recent experience in the heavenly realms, as we worked with his infinite light vision, Joseph told me that everything was happening at once, which was somewhat confusing to him. We discussed afterwards that he was being shown how the universe operates outside of time with its infinite possibilities. In another experience, Joseph found himself standing on a cloud, wondering why he didn't fall through. He then saw a big hole in another cloud, again wondering why. The answer came when he saw God looking through the hole. He told me, whatever God thinks about, it happens. Afterwards, he explained that whenever God wished to focus on something on Earth, such as a person or country, the cloud hole automatically opens there. In another session, when Joseph decided he wanted to see some sights in Japan, the cloud hole opened for him so he could travel there. With my recent focus on being mindful of my thoughts, I know the message of whatever God thinks about it happens is really about us as divine beings. We all have the power to create what we wish with our thoughts as the starting point. But what about those times when one gets caught in thought loops, or has those obsessive lower thoughts? This certainly seems to be a theme I have been hearing lately for many, with the resulting creations not what is desired. Archangel brought this beautiful message in answer to this. Hope you love it as much as I do. Archangel, Thought Creations, channeled by Degani. Dearest one, I am Archangel, Michael. Greetings and congratulations. Congratulations for listening within, for listening without. For when you begin to observe, when you begin to notice, you then develop a stance of a warrior. But it is a warrior of peace, and that is how I come to thee, warrior of peace, bringing you the essence of peace. Yes, I come to you with blue, that you see blue, for you associate blue with a peaceful essence, the sky, the waters. But beloved, there can be any color that you see that will bring peace. For peace begins within, and it also begins without, for it is in the observance, the noticing, that you can come out of what you may think of and what you term as a thought loop, where the thoughts keep repeating and repeating. And they are of the lower essence, and you feel pulled down, that you are in the mire, and you wonder how you can climb out, because each time that you do, you are pulled deeper and deeper down. When you call out and you ask for help, we are there, but it needs to be done in partnership. So what do we ask you to do when those lower negative thoughts come? We ask you to begin to just notice them. Notice what they bring within, what you are feeling in your body, what you are feeling in your mind. Now can you think of them as children that are feeling lost, children that are calling out? For that is what negative thought does, beloved. It calls out, pay attention to me. When a child is fearful or sad, or crying, what does the child do? The child runs to the mother, the father, and receives the reassurance, the hugs, the kisses, the band-aids. And then the child goes off to play again, and the hurt is no longer there, because it is the love that transformed it. And so we ask you to do the same. The first step is to notice, to observe, and then with each thought that you no longer wish to hold in your field, in your essence, acknowledge it with love. Bring my blue peace, for it has many uses, it has many powers. It has the power to transform. You may think of the thought as being washed away in the water, and the dirt will come off from it, and it will be clean and shiny and bright, transformed into a new thought. And so, I leave you with this thought, that you have the power to begin to change those thoughts that come. Yes, they come with feelings and energies that pull you down, but they are just looking for a way to stop the loop, and that way, beloved, is to begin to notice without any judgment, to step aside. Let the thought come to you like a lost child, a hurt child. Love it, and watch the magic as it runs away happily. I leave you with love, I leave with the power, I leave you with the knowing. Farewell. sorceryofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.